NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington.
Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Cousins looking to put it up right away.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Cook burst there and a nice bit off. A pretty decent game.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing is Cousins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
The first look here for DJ Dallas.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Block it in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Here we go.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On play action, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Rocky start throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
Eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
Fourth down, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Cousins on 1st down. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon.
And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They go play action. Cousins steps away to his left.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Darrell Taylor got in there to drop him.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Cousins now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now it's Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 64 yards.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from drawing level.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch a short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings.
K.J. Osborne.
28 yards.
And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range. The slot man in motion right. On first down, Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Safety Ranger. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Okay, ready?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw, Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point up and through by Myers. That is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Captain 60.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Steps away. And it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Ready. Warrior 70.
On 4th down, Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on fourth.
And that's a big pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Second and 10, Smith again. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, Smith. Goodwin able to haul it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gino. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. On 2nd down, it's Walker.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Smith. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fan.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down, it's Cook again. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
That description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down. Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Second and 6 from the 10. Again, it's Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance of 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker to put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook from 6 yards away. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Geno on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Drop 50. Drop 50.
Smith now to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a two-point conversion away from tying this game up. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Smith. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up. They're not done yet. The defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board. But job 1 was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
That's complete. It's Cook.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's Cousins.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
It's Cousins on the sneak. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Joseph's got it. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Fields it right around the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant.